taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the second of 3 on this Christmas Day with the Giants and Eagles, and off we go in Philadelphia. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Right back to on 2nd down. And this is going to be an Eagles first.
Themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 22 yards there, a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on first down with Evans. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Evans. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You look at this Eagle defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A first down carry for Barkley. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Giants 7, Eagles 0. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kick.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on some 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
In motion left goes Allen. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Bobby Okereke. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now, that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be...
Force the incompletion and get off the field on 3rd down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Eagles 3.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. as they've got it with a first down coming up. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. That's out quickly to Hyatt. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here's third and a few inches. Looking Hyatt's way once again. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Back to throw again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They go play action with Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. He connects with Hyatt. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 4th down.
excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's second and 8.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts, escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. A give running right is Evans. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
At the 1-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be Evans. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Play action. Here's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown.
You shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it. for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On first down, here's Breida. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. They run again with Breida. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That third down conversion good for 23.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down, here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Chris Watkins
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Hurts will throw.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
15. Giants 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Jamie Gillen down as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, Hurts.
This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run here with Evans.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Evans again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Darrington Evans, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Giants.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Here's Jones.
And this one is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On 3rd down, Barkley.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 4. Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And Barkley did not get there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
To throw is Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to 1 final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.